Hello everyone, I'm Gustav here and welcome back to more Sakura Shrinkers. Yeah, it's been a while. So, let's get started. It's been a surprisingly peaceful day today. I had no more uninvited feline visitors during the night. Kaya must have told Nayako to stay away until I had gotten some proper sleep. It's not something that I've really been bothered to notice. Yeah, sure. But I seem to be getting a lot of attention due to my association with those two cats. Have you heard about the new guy, Toru? Yeah, I heard that he's been going to those two abandoned shrines with Kaya and Nayako. What's the deal with that anyway? Every the guy who tried to approach them got rejected outright. I don't get it either. Or either. Whatever way you prefer to pronounce it. Maybe he's doing something behind the scenes. Like extorting them or something. Yeah, but that's what he's doing. I heard that weird things happen around him all the time. One girl says she saw him with a mayonnaise tube. Oh wow. And he was squirting it all over Nayako. It looks like those incidents have not got unnoticed. It's a bit unfortunate. Honestly, he thinks he can just show up and steal both of them away like that? And he just moved out of the middle of nowhere just to be here. It really makes you think. There's something weird going on here. Yeah, we should... Ooh. Excuse me, I was yawning. Ugh, let me start that all over again. Yeah, we should really take the time to look further into this. It's not particularly polite to talk about someone as if you can't hear them, if they can't hear you. The two of them recoil from me. What are you talking about? Keeping your nose out of other people's business. I'd say you should do the same. Mind keeping it down a bit? The two of them grumble and move further away from me. How was he able to hear us? I know, right? We were barely whispering. Wait, I can still hear him all the way from here. It must have something to do with the exercise I've been doing. My senses are becoming sharper as I tap into my potential as a medium. I'm not sure how I should feel about that. Now that you think about it, there's something weird about him too. Yeah, you ever notice how Nayako and Kaio had this kind of aura to them? I don't know what it is, but it seems to have it too. What's that supposed to mean? He must have some sort of past or something with those two we don't know about. It just isn't fair. That should be us hanging with them. What utterly pathetic and juvenile ambitions these two have. I pretend that I can't hear them and slouch in my chair. I swear, I hate little rumor mongers like them. Anyone who sits around peddling lies really bothers me. Keeping in mind that I used to be the biggest cynic around, this isn't exactly surprising. Those two are the types who would spread rumors about haunted houses and scare some poor kid half to death with them. Well, I prefer to be patient with people. I just can't stand people like them. That's how I've always been and how I always will be. That's much better. I can't overhear idiots talking about beastly rumors up here. Just the gentle sound of the wind gently brushing against the fence. I've dealt with people like them in the past. Since I was a hardcore skeptic, I often played detective and poked holes in all the ridiculous rumors floating around the school. As such, I wasn't a very popular guy. They tried to play off the hurtful things they said as harmless jokes. But I'll be damned if they're harmless. I guess that's what made me fall into the role of the cynic after a long time. Someone had to point out that these rumors are nonsense didn't make sense. But at the same time, if I had not done that, what would I have noticed around me? Even now, everything is clearer to me. I can hear the wind more clearly. My vision is sharper and more vivid. Everything is very different to me. I do not think that what I did was in vain, though. Although I could not see spirits when I was younger, at least I could protect people from outrageous rumors. Honestly, if I hear those two talking about me or Nayako or Kyle, I might just give them a piece of my mind. Toru! Can you hear me, Toru? Nayako? Where are you exactly? Well done, Toru. You're becoming better at this. I look all around me, but I am the only one on this rooftop. Please explain yourself, Nayako. Come on, Toru. Haven't you worked it out yet? You're medium. You can talk to with spirits with just your mind. It's still kind of uncomfortable to be talking to thin air, you know. Okay, let me try something. Oh. An ethereal version of Nayako appears before me. Her sudden appearance is enough to startle me. What on earth? Is that better? Vaguely. This is kinda surreal to me. Oh, come on. I put a lot of effort into this. She pouts grumpily. It's not easy to project a phantom vision of yourself into someone else's mind. I do not doubt that. So where are you right now? I'm in the classroom. How was training with Kyle yesterday, by the way? She didn't do as good job as I did, right? You really shouldn't be comparing yourself to her all the time. It's not that. I just wanted to know if she did a better job than me, in your opinion. That's all. I swear. Don't worry about it, okay? I don't need this to become some sort of game where they both try to win my approval. Do we really have to talk like this? It's good practice, isn't it? It still makes me uncomfortable. I'm going to head back downstairs to the classroom, okay? Fine. And here I was thinking I was going to get some super special training time with you. When I come back from the rooftop, those two guys from before are at Yako's desk. Nayako, why did you choose to hang out with that guy? What's so special about him? I don't think you would understand if I told you. Come on, just look at him. You could use him as every single extra in the movie and no one would notice. Hey! That's how unremarkable he is. Hey! We've known you longer than before he turned up. I know it's not really your business. Then stay out of it. But don't you think you could just explain this to us? Naka looks like she's had enough of both of them. You guys have always been annoying. And it really is none of your business. Shoo shoo. Early encouraged the two of them retreated to the corner of the classroom. I could overhear them sulking, dealing with some pest. To say the least, those two have been bothering Kyle and I since we came here. I just want to take a hint. I'm sorry, I guess I didn't really explain just how popular we were. Now you've got it mixed into all of this rumor mongering. I'm not really worried about it, to be honest. There's nothing that they could say that would bother me. I've dealt with stuff like this before, so please don't worry about me. But it's because of me that they're even saying those things about you. It can't be helped, can it? Even so, I don't like those guys talking about you that way. You're not unremarkable, Toru. Far from it. People like them are the worst because they fixate on appearance. And we both know that appearances are very, very deceiving. To say the least. Both of us laugh together. Both Nayako's ears perk up. I can hear them too. Damn that Toru. I know, right? How come she's laughing with him like that? Nayako begins to hiss under her breath. Don't. Your cat's side is showing. They aren't worth it. Excuse me for a moment. I begin to hear a strange melodic tune hum through the air. A strong wind begins to pick up. Hey, what the? The student gets blown out of the room by a sudden forceful glare. His comrade quickly follows. Is the room haunted? Two of them panic. I can hear them rushing down the hall. Fortunately, no one else was in the room to witness that. Yeah, thanks, Nayako. Thanks, I didn't really want to bother with them. But it's better when they're not bothering us. It was for my priest, it's no problem. I know I should have gone with the other one. Is it really necessary for Nayako? I mean, for Kyle? But I'm gonna thank Nayaka for this one. So what did you do there? I didn't do anything. But the wind spirits here really are out of control, aren't they? She lets out a content sigh. It really is nicer in here without the trash talking behind your back, don't you know? Don't you think? It is pleasant, I won't argue about that. How are you able to tell yourself that it doesn't matter though? If people say nasty things about me, I strike back. Sometimes it's better not to escalate things needlessly. You have to turn the other cheek at times. If you just flash out, you will probably make things worse than they already are. Oh, Toru. You really are a great person, you know. Hey, I'm not a saint or anything. I get really mad at them before. I didn't really want to make a scene in front of you, though. Just leave it to me to make a scene then. That really isn't necessary. Oh, come on, Toru. You need to live life with a relaxed attitude. Oh. She leans over my desk and looks me dead in the eye. You let nasty, spiteful people like those walk all over you. It will only bring you unhappiness. But don't you worry. I'll be here to protect you from now on. Shouldn't I be protecting you? I am your priest after all. Who said it had to be one way? Her tail stands up straight in the air. You shouldn't lean in like that, you know. She looks down at herself. Why not? You know why. Because, come on, you know the reason why. See? They're pressing together quite tightly. I don't see that as a problem if it's you, Toru. You're my priest after all. No one in this world or the next shares a relationship as special as ours. So, she shakes her chest. She's doing it on purpose now. I don't mind. You don't really mind either, do you? Well, I guess there's no one else around. Maybe just this once. Your eyes do not lie, Toru. I have you under my spell. I suppose she's not wrong. It's a little hard to look elsewhere when she's shoving them right in my face, though. To be honest, I actually find it hard to look her in the eye. I'm worried that I could be completely lost in those crystal clear eyes. Her beauty is something that you would only speak of in fairy tales and legends. It's that kind of beauty, haunting and otherworldly. You're spacing off, Toru. What are you thinking about? Nothing in particular. You've got this silly look on your face, you know. Anyways, if those guys come back, the first thing you should do is let the local spirits know. I had a talk with them about things lately, and they will protect you too. I don't think that would be necessary. I can look at myself, you know. After myself, you know. Just because you can do that doesn't mean you have to. That's what friends are for, after all. It's not something I think about. But if I were to guess, Nagel doesn't seem to be looking at a relationship as wholly professional. I don't understand what girls think, but just maybe. Yeah, I guess that is what friends are for. Just remember that you can ask me for help too, alright? Like, was that mayonnaise bottle? Well, yeah. Let's just hope that things like that just don't keep happening. We quietly talk away until it's time for our next class. In between my training as a priest in school, it seems I can't get a single moment of rest. One thing I did do was look further into this Ascension festival that everyone keeps mentioning around me. The local history of the shrine suggests that a festival is held there every year to celebrate the coming of new gods into our worlds. It is not only this town, but multiple different places across the countryside. Everyone in this region celebrates the Ascension Festival as a sign of respect to the spirits who help nurture and guide the forces of nature, and ensures the prosperity of the land. If I were to take a guess, new guardian spirits must emerge into our world every year, overtaking the duties that their presiders once fulfilled. This year, the spirits of two gates will ascend. Those two spirits are Kaio and Nayako. All my training is to ensure that my soul is a beacon for Nayako and Kaio to keep themselves anchored to this world before the festival. It's not really something I'm worried about at this point. The two of them have said that I have a strong spirit. Perhaps one thing I need to do is look deeper into my family's history. My father was a priest and was my grandfather, as was my great-grandfather. Did all of them attend spirits similar to Kaio and Nayako? Maybe I should talk with my grandfather about it when I get home. Welcome home, Toru. I come home to the smell of cinnamon and peppers. Reckon you can handle some more curry tonight? That's fine by me. I take a seat at the table. You usually go to your room. Something on your mind? I wanted to know, Grandpa. I know you're probably just joking about it, but what would happen if I... Do I really want to ask this? If you would. Don't worry, it's nothing. And Grandpa just gives me a funny look. Well, if you say something, I'll believe you. Mild curry tonight, I'm guessing? Grandpa, who were the spirits you attended when you were a priest? He grows quiet. Why are you asking something like that so suddenly? I just wanted to know if all men in our family had to deal with the same problems I have. You're asking they were girls, right? Damn, he got me. Well, they were. The spirits I looked after resided in the two gates. As beautiful as you can imagine, those two were. He grows quiet as he seems to reflect on his memories. I miss them. I miss them a lot. Sorry, that was really insensitive of me. No, don't be sorry. The days I spent with them are some of the fondest memories I had. He picks up the jar he keeps his roll of cinnamon in. They love curry too, they love curry, I used to make them vegetable curries for them so they would actually get some vegetables in their diet. One of them loved spicy food, the other loved her smile as she could get it. So there were two of them? Yep, that's always how it's been at two gates. Two spirits, one priest. There's longing in his voice as he talks about the past. Believe me, they used to be a real handful. Not unlike your two stray cats. Day after day, I would be the one chasing after them and make sure they didn't do anything ridiculous. Cleaning up those two shrines was a lot of work too, but I loved every minute of it. The retirement plan for when my duties end wasn't too bad either. Whoever's on the other side and beyond, they're very generous to their priest. A gentle smile forms on Grandpa's face. I hope that I will be able to make curry for them one day. Both of us know that there's something past this life. There's somewhere out there beyond, in the beyond, and if I have to cook the unhealthiest curry I can bring to them, I can to bring them to me, then I will. But that's a long way off. He rustles my hair. I'm in no rush to head to the beyond. So don't you worry, Toru. Grandpa plans to stay around for a long time. After all, I can't leave my grandson to handle those two spirits by himself, can I? Now that I think about it, Grandpa never really told me much about his past. Beyond being a priest and the weird things he said about spirits, I don't actually know much about him. Wait, I just realized something. I don't actually know what my grandmother looks like. Grandpa did have a wife, didn't he? Well, if he didn't, then I definitely wouldn't be here. Who was she then? I've never seen any photos of her around the house. She must have died a long time before I was born. But for today, I don't think I should ask him any more questions. Thanks, Grandpa. Maybe we can try out that vegetable curry you mentioned. That sounds like a great idea. Oh, but you already started cooking something else. There's no reason I can't make both. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I can't put some hard work through. I can only shake my head. Well, don't work yourself too hard, old man. It's best not to bring yourself out. Grandpa just laughs. It'll be ready in about half an hour. So go ahead and take some time to rest in your room. You look pretty tired. Sounds like a good idea. Heading upstairs, I noticed that the door to my room is on hinge again. Oh, come on, Ayako. You can't just keep sneaking into my room like this. I slammed the door wide open. Okay, that's not an Ayako. Awkward. Pulling her skirt down, Kao's eyes are partially closed. The words get stuck in my throat. I haven't actually seen her lingerie from this angle before. Just think of it as a bikini instead, and it'll make everything much better. Although I focus on her chest a lot. She actually has a quite impressive. Toru? She looks back at me. Nice to see you again. What are you doing in my room, Kaio? Getting undressed. Why in my room? Why are you here? Is there something wrong with that? You are my priest, after all. You understand me better than anyone else in this world. Something like this should not be a problem in a relationship as intimate as ours. Well, yes. It actually is a problem. Am I really so displeasing to look upon, Toru? No, it's not that at all. Then what is the problem, Toru? The problem is the exact opposite. An extremely attractive girl getting undressed in front of me. Where else am I supposed to react? She continues to pull her skirt down, letting it fall to the floor. Give me an obstructive view of her panties and stockings. Her panties tightly cling to her form, covering far less than what you would expect. There was my phone. Once again, I find myself unable to avert my eyes. She looks back at me over my shoulder, her amber eyes watching my every reaction. Listen, if you're going to get undressed, use the bathroom or something. There's a lock for that reason. How come you acted so embarrassed when so embarrassed before? And you're so brazenly stripping down in front of me. I didn't want anyone else to see me like that. But I don't mind if it's you, Toru. That is simply it. Her hands begin to slip underneath her top, gradually pulling it upwards. That's enough, alright? Come on, Toru. We're going to be together for a long time. So don't become so flustered by something as simple as this. I swear. If this is how she acts around me, I don't know what I'm going to do. The more and more I see of her, the more my heart feels like it's going to act on its own. I just wonder where this will all go. After I left the room for a bit, I returned to find Kaio waiting for me. She's seated in the former pose once again. Please excuse me while I was passing by your house and needed to get changed. It is a much further walk to my shrine than there, so I felt that you would not mind. Actually, I do kind of mind, but yeah, okay, so, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna leave it off here, so I'll see you guys in the next part, and hopefully there's no more, lingerie involved, I hope. It can't get worse than this, can it? Right? I don't think so. Bye-bye.